Hey everybody and welcome, once again, it's that time of the week, to the Global Trophy 2019. And this time, we are doing the African Preliminary League.
We are.
Yes, indeed.
We are indeed.
It's time for Africa.
Car.
There we go. Alright, so we've seen some interesting results so far in the preliminary leagues.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, Montenegro, Australia, making it through.
Yes, and New Caledonia, Mauritius.
Yeah,
so,
New Caledonia, Mauritius,
yeah,
the joint effort.
Yeah, they've both qualified so far. There are no teams in this one that have to be represented by another team, though, so we're good.
We are good.
Sadly, though, I feel like I went to like a psychic yesterday, and I gave her like my very important watch because this was very important. I'm just there going. I could have said, like, what's my future relationships going to be like? What's my future, sort of, like, life projects going to be like? And all I said was, how are Tanzania going to do in the preliminary league? And she said, it's looking grim. So, sadly, I guess we'll find out. But our first team is Tanzania. Who will be our dud team.
Yep, they are. Which obviously means they won't be winning any games.
Don't spoil it.
Oh, sorry.
God. Spoiler alert, jeez. Alright, next up we have Botswana.
Botswana. Yeah, Botswana is famous for having a Top Gear special film there.
Yes, indeed. And I think if I remember Botswana's flag, I think it looks pretty cool, actually. I think it's sort of like light blue, black. It's all like Estonia, but slightly different.
Yeah, it is quite. It's got like kind of cross across it as well, hasn't it?
Does it?
I think so.
I think we might be thinking of different ones there. But we'll find out, obviously, when Tanzania play Botswana. Next up, we have Angola.
Angola used to be owned by Portugal. I think they were in a World Cup. I want to say 2006, but I think it might have been 2010. I'm not sure.
I think they did make one in recent memory. We can say recent memory for World Cups because it turns up every 4 years. Unlike this, which is instantly better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, for my 2 cents, I think Angola was, I think they were in Portugal's group as well, actually, if I remember correctly, so who knows.
Yeah. Next up, we have a team who is, a country who are so anal about themselves that they actually have the first letter of their country's name on their flag. It's Rwanda.
It's got a big R on it.
Yeah, it's just a big R in the middle. It's like I think if I remember correctly, it's a few sort of horizontal stripes with a massive R in the middle.
I want to have a look at this actually.
Rwanda. I'm fairly certain it's just got like an R in the middle.
That's kind of mad.
If I remember correctly.
No, it doesn't. Oh, it does. They changed it in 2001. They changed it.
God damn it.
Yeah, it used to be stripes with a
massive R.
Now it's a light blue top stripe, which is quite wide with the sun on it, and then 2 smaller yellow and green stripes.
Not a massive R, though. IGN only gives it a 9.5. Those fiends.
Yeah, the old flag's better.
Next up, it is Swaziland.
I know nothing about Swaziland.
Neither do I. I think my brother once said they had a day for lemons or something.
Lemon day?
I don't know. Sounds like a cool day, to be honest.
Yeah,
If
like
that is true, it's probably not.
I like lemon juice. Lemon juice is nice.
Yeah. I don't like you get those sort of like that very strong lemon juice that's in like a container shaped like a lemon. You put it like on pancakes.
Oh yeah, hey, don't drink that.
Yeah, don't drink that. Anyway, next up we have Sudan, and thank God that South Sudan didn't make it. Or, well, there you go. That'd have been awkward.
Yeah, could have been awkward.
Yep. Next up is a team that I'm actually shocked to see so low down here, which is Togo. They're actually not a bad team, to be honest.
Togo, I think, have only ever had one major player, and that was obviously Emmanuel Adebayor.
Oh yeah.
But other than that, yeah.
Good times. And next up we have Malawi.
I know nothing about Malawi either.
Moving on then. I wonder if you'll know more about this team. We have a Guinea-Bissau here.
What are the 3? Is it 3 Guineas?
Yeah, we have Papua New Guinea, Guinea-Bissau, and Ordinary Guinea.
What
Oh no,
about
there's 4. We have also Equatorial Guinea.
Equatorial Guinea,
who
exactly.
aren't in this.
Aww.
So there we go. Only 3 Guineas.
3 Guineas that participate.
3 Guineas. Who'd name a country after an old, like an old English currency? Really?
That's for a pig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, I'm not going to say the thing again about this one because I mentioned it, I believe, either last year or the year before. I'm not going to mention it again, even though it did stay in the video. But it's Zimbabwe next, and I ain't going to mention that.
Well, obviously, there's no more Robert Mugabe. He's now gone. So.
Yeah. No, I wasn't mentioning it. I wasn't mentioning that. I was mentioning the other thing about bonk and stuff.
Oh.
Remember my ex?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we'll leave that there.
Yeah, she was from Zimbabwe. So yeah, there you go.
Mm.
Typical first girlfriend I have out of the UK, Zimbabwe. Anyway, next up we have Namibia.
I don't really know much about Namibia either, to be honest with you.
Didn't Namibia have sort of like? I seem to remember I got like an old rugby game on the Sega Mega Drive of all things. I think Namibia was one of the oddest teams in that. I think they had a rugby team.
Who knows?
It was weird. Next up, it's no one knows how to pronounce it. Is it Mozambique or is it Mozambique?
It's Mozambique.
Is it Mozambucket?
Who knows?
The Mozambique residents. Lady of the house speaking. Patricia Routledge was great.
Indeed.
What can I say? Next up, again, another team I'm shocked to see here, which is Kenya.
Kenya always do quite well. They always tend to qualify, so who knows?
Yeah, they do pretty well here. And our next team is, well, it's a country now that's pretty much only known for movies now, which is Madagascar.
Well, they had a few movies, didn't they?
Melman! Melman!
For God's sake.
I didn't watch Madagascar. All I know is Melman. I know there was Melman. That's it. That's all you need to know. There is Melman.
Indeed.
Next up, it is the Central African Republic.
The CAF. The car.
The car, who I believe, if you see their flag, type in the Central African Republic and see their flag. It is a mess.
Central... We're going to post an image here.
Oh, God. No, we don't need to post an image, because they'll be going up against Tanzania, and they can see it for themselves.
Oh my God, it is a mess. It's all over the place.
See what I mean? It's a mess. And last but not least, we have Mauritania, who I remember a lot, because there was a level of Command and Conquer that was in it, which was actually quite fun.
Yep, that it is. Mate, Central African Republic, mate, that's such a weird flag. It's
I know.
It's four stripes with a stripe down the middle.
And like a
with
star
in the corner.
I know. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
I think if it wasn't for South Africa... Actually, I think even including South Africa, it's got like the most colours on a flag.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, South Africa's, at least, it's got a lot of colours on it, but at least...
The flag looks nice.
Yeah. Central African Republic just looks like a mess. But yeah, and then we have, obviously, Mauritania. So our dud team are going to be Tanzania. There we go. Let's move in to the African qualifiers here and see how well they do.
We'll have our predictions. I think Kenya's going to win this one.
Yeah, I think I'm fairly certain on. I'd say either Kenya or Togo.
Yeah, I think they're going to be up there,
yeah.
Certainly.
And we're kicking off with two teams that are pretty low, actually. Angola and Botswana.
Interesting to see those two kick off, first of all.
Yep, to kick things off. And it's ended in a draw. That's a decent start, I guess.
Start as you need to go on, I guess.
Yeah, with draws. But we've seen in previous preliminary leagues, and even the Champion of Champions leagues, heat leagues we had, draws aren't the best sometimes.
No, you need to just get winning as many, especially over one leg. You need to win as many as you can.
You need to push for those wins. Next up is Guinea-Bissau versus Kenya.
Tough on this.
We said about Kenya.
Yep.
It is a win for Kenya. They're off to a good start, 2-0.
Yeah, I think they're probably going to be the favourites to win this one, but you never know. There's no guarantee.
As I said, I do think Kenya or Togo are going to do pretty good here. Next up we have Malawi versus Mozambique.
I have no idea which way this one's going to go. A country beginning with M is going to win this one.
You're wrong. It's a draw.
Oh, well,
your first guess was actually right.
For God's sake.
Right, next up we have the Big R versus Namibia.
Is that going to be their official name for the whole country?
Yeah, they are the Big R.
The Big R.
The Big R. Because I'm nostalgic, so I know their old flag, and it's the Big R. And the Big R have won 2-1. And the Big R are in second. Next up is Sudan versus possibly the Lemons, but we don't know. We don't know if that's a true thing.
The day of the Lemons.
The day of the Lemons. I don't even know. I still don't know if that's a true thing. But maybe I'll check it. I'll check it. I'll check at the end of this. Do that. I don't know. Anyway, it's Sudan versus Swaziland. And it's a 4-1 win for Sudan.
Wow. There you
One
go.
for them. So, Lemons, I'd say that certainly Swaziland are feeling a bit sour right now. Hey!
That was crap.
Sponsored by Wrigley's Bullmint Chewing Gum.
Oh, I was about to say.
That's even worse. Alright, so here's, now it's Tanzania who are going to, okay, I'll tell you what happened with this one. So they got Togo.
Yeah.
Alright, they got the letter, their coach got the letter through the post. And he didn't know that Togo was actually a country.
Oh, right.
Also, our referee has got the best name ever. His name is A. Polyrakis.
Polyrakis.
Polyrakis. Or is it
Interesting.
Rakis? Polyrakis. Sounds exotic, doesn't it?
It does sound quite exotic, yeah. I'm
Polyrakis.
waiting for that. I'm waiting for that.
So, what happened really is that they didn't know that it was a country, but what they actually did is they just waited. They waited for a second envelope because they thought it was pretty much, so the Tanzanian team have got to match Togo, but they misread it and thought it said to go, as in to go, and they didn't know there was no sort of like second page, so they just waited at home, waiting to go to where?
To go. But
Exactly.
obviously
So
they got it wrong.
Yeah, they forfeited, so it's a 3-0 win for Togo. Next up is Madagascar versus Zimbabwe. Oh, it's a draw.
Not bad.
Right. Alright, and our last match of the first fixture is Mauritania versus Messed Up Flag.
For me, Mauritania are probably going to win this one.
It's a win for the Messed Up Flag. We'll be
Aw.
seeing more of them. Right, next up it's Guinea-Bissau versus Angola. Guinea-Bissau currently 14th, Angola currently 9th. This really doesn't matter because there's only one game gone, but
Yep.
yeah. But it is a 3-0 win for Angola. They're looking pretty good now.
They are, yeah.
Kenya,
Absolutely.
yep. Kenya now have got Botswana, and it is
Kenya for me.
yep, it is a 3-1 win for Kenya. Next up is Malawi versus Namibia.
Tough one to call. Don't really know.
Good answer. It's a draw. So there we go. Nice one.
Yep, I'm good at this.
Next up is Mozambique versus the Big R.
The big
And the win goes to Mozambique. The Big R lose their first match.
There you go.
Next up is Tanzania versus Sudan. And they actually went to South Sudan for this one. Because at this point in the timeline, obviously, you know, they didn't know that that Sudan wasn't like one country anymore. It's now two. You know, with Sudan and South Sudan. So they actually went to South Sudan. And,
went to the wrong one.
yeah, but at this point in time when this game came out in like 2001, 2002, you know, Sudan was just one. It was just one country, but now it's two. So they didn't know. So they just went to South Sudan and didn't turn up.
Shame, but you know these things happen.
It does. I mean that psychic has been right so far.
Yeah, it's been a rotten bit of luck. I mean, this way, you know, after 3 games, you know, they have to back out. So they've only got one more game to turn up to, and otherwise they have to back out.
Next up, Swaziland have got to go.
And are they gone?
Bloody hell, they've actually beaten Togo.
Oh wow, mad.
I was waiting, it was all like they got to go to Togo. Right,
And they've gone.
next up, it's Messed Up Flag versus my ex. Central African Republic versus Zimbabwe. And it's a win for Zimbabwe!
There you go. We're going to see more of them later on.
Oh, do I have to see more of my ex? Please, no. No, please.
Jesus Christ.
I know, it's bad. Right, Mauritania versus Madagascar.
don't know.
Final fixture of the second fixture, and wow, again it's a draw. So well done, Sam, on that one.
I'm so good at this.
I know. Next up is Angola versus Kenya, two teams that are pretty high in the list so far.
Yep, I'd say Kenya again for me.
It's Angola with the victory, 1-0.
Mad.
Next up is Guinea-Bissau versus Botswana.
I have no idea which way this is going to go.
It's a 2-0 win for Botswana. That's
Wow.
a good result for Botswana there. Fair
That is a
play.
good result for Botswana. Well done to them.
Yep. Malawi now against the Big R.
Big R for me.
It's a win for the Big R.
Yeah.
Come on, I want Rwanda to go through that just because of that nickname, the Big R.
The Big R.
The big Zig R.
Ooh,
No.
spicy.
Indeed. And sporty as well. There you go.
Oh yeah. Well, very good. Very good.
Yeah. Next up is Namibia versus Mozambique.
I have no idea.
Yep. One team doing well, the other not so well right now. And the team that's doing not so well has actually won. So Namibia get the victory, 1-0 against Mozambique.
Madness.
Next is Sudan, who are currently second. They are they're the only team so far to have won all their games. They've got Togo.
That's crazy.
And it's a win for Togo. Wow, this is gonna be a close league.
There's no real team that's really like pulling away, is there? Really?
Yep. And Swaziland are gonna get Tanzania and lemons.
Lemons.
Lemons. Look at that flag there, Swaziland. I like that flag.
Yep.
It's great.
Absolutely.
It's like a shield with like arrows and everything. It's cool.
It's mad. But Kenya's very similar, I think, isn't it?
And but it's all like flip. It's all like turned like 90 degrees. Also, our referee, Mr. W. Wig,
Huh.
as in syrup. Davy Crockett. Wig.
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 Well, strange.
You know, the things that bald people wear when they don't want to be bald.
Well, they're not bald anymore.
Yeah. There you go. So yeah, but yeah, lemons. Lemons was the reason. They actually made it to Swaziland, but they had so much lemon. You know, they had so much lemon.
It was very sour.
Yeah, and it was to the point that also, by the way, the man of that match was Mr. A. Dalamini.
Huh. Strange.
Yeah, but anyway, the lemons were so it literally shriveled up their mouth so much that the captain and the coach really couldn't help the team out, so they just lost 3-0. Because their mouth had shriveled up so much they couldn't give orders. They were seriously on the touchline just there going. It was like nothing happened. Next up, Mauritania versus Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe. Maybe?
It's a 5-1 win for Zimbabwe. Oh god, they're actually doing well.
There you go. You see.
Oh god. If they get further in the African section than England did in the European one, or England do in the European one, I swear.
This is gonna be crazy.
Yeah. So next up, fixture. Oh no, we're not at the end of the fixtures yet. We've got one more, which is Central African Republic versus Madagascar.
Again, I think probably Central African Republic, maybe.
It's a win for Madagascar, 1-0.
Oh well, there you go.
So we're into fixture 4 here, and it's Malawi versus Angola. Angola currently second, Malawi 13th. And it's a 4-0 win for Angola. They're looking pretty strong right now. They have not let in a goal yet.
Angola started really well, considering we thought they were going to be one of the bottom teams. They're really not.
Next up, it's Botswana versus Mozambique.
Mozambique?
Two teams that really do need a win here. And it's a 1-0 win for Botswana.
Oh, wow.
Move up right into... They moved from 10th to 3rd. That's how close it is so far.
Crazy.
It's going to be a close one. Guinea-Bissau next against Namibia.
No idea.
It's a 4-0 win for Namibia.
Crazy.
They move into 3rd. Kenya now against Rwanda. Kenya currently 7th so far. Oh, sorry. Kenya versus the Big R.
The Big R, exactly. That's
sorry,
what
I forgot. Completely forgot.
Come on. Sort it out, man.
Yeah, but it's a 6-0 win for Kenya. That's not a good result for the Big R.
No, Kenya are really strong. Really strong.
Yeah. Sudan now up against Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe currently in third, but they do have a game in hand. This is that game. And
It's interesting to see.
It's a draw.
Well,
this is very close.
It's not. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's not exactly a very different league. So obviously, you look at the Asia League and Indonesia just kind of run away with it. No one is doing that at the moment.
Yeah. Next up, it's Swaziland versus Madagascar. It's a 2-1 win for Swaziland.
Wow, there you go.
The Lemons moving upwards. Nice.
Good result for them.
Central African Republic now against Tanzania. And actually what happened is they literally just went to the centre of Africa.
Oh, they went the wrong way.
No, they literally just went to the centre of Africa because they looked and just went, okay, who are we up against? Central Africa. That'll do. They didn't even see the Republic. They didn't know it was a country. Also, bloody hell, Mr. K. Morton is our referee here. Good to know.
Yep, always good to know.
He's still not good as, what's his name? Polly, that guy. Him.
Yep.
I mean, I've already forgotten his name.
The guy who was from the Asia one, yeah, no, he was the best one.
The awesome guy, Polly, him.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, or Vinnie Jones from the European one.
Oh, that was great.
Vinnie Jones being the referee just beat the shit out of the Faroe Islands guys.
Mr. V. Jones.
Bloody Vinnie. Hollywood acclaimed actor. Vincent Jones.
Mr. Vincent Jones.
Mr. Vincent Cuthbert Jones. His middle name's not actually Cuthbert, I don't think. It'd be funny if it was. Should be. Vinnie Jones, if you're watching. Change your name to Cuthbert. Sam says so. He lives in Redditch right now. Just saying.
He's not old enough to beat me up.
Well, you're probably taller than him, so, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be able to run faster.
There you go. Right, next up it's Togo versus Mauritania.
Togo for me?
It's a 3-1 win for Togo. They're up to third.
There you go.
This is very close so far. We're into fixture 5. And between first and 10th, there's 4 points in it only.
That's crazy. That's really close.
It's very close. Let's put it this way. The top 4, there's 1 point in it.
Wow.
This is gonna be a good one. Strap yourselves in. Take your socks off. Put your slippers on. Delete your Twitter. We're getting this in. Mozambique versus Angola. Angola currently first, so they need to start pulling away here with a victory. Which they do get. Still haven't let a goal yet, Angola. They're looking strong.
They've been really strong, haven't they? They've really looked good.
Yep, Botswana now against Malawi. And it is a 3-0 win for Botswana. They're looking pretty good as well, to be honest.
Yeah, Botswana have really come on strong, yeah.
Rwanda now against Guinea-Bissau.
Sorry,
the Big R. Versus
you're going to go for the Big R, mate.
I'm going for the Big R. It's a 4-1 win for the Big R.
Yeah.
The Big R gets another win. Yes. Rwanda up to 6th place. Looking strong right now, the Big R.
Who knows, though?
Namibia versus Kenya. Kenya currently 3rd, so they're looking pretty decent so far.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the 1-0 win does keep them a point behind Angola. Good result for Kenya.
Yeah, I think I still think so far that the Kenyan team's probably the most likely to win, but you never know.
Yeah, well, Angola looking pretty strong as well. Sudan versus Madagascar has ended in a 2-0 win for Sudan. They're looking pretty strong as well.
Oh, wow. Fair play.
Next up is Swaziland versus Zimbabwe. Oh, come on, Lemons. It's a draw.
Oh.
It's a draw. Swaziland still in 5th, though. So they're not looking too bad themselves.
They're not. They're really not.
And Tanzania have buggered off home. They're going to sit the rest of this out, I think.
Yeah, fair play to them. They started trying, but they've gone home. So they forfeit every game.
Also, Mauritania's flag, can I just say, is boring.
What is it?
It's pretty much Palestine. I think it's like the Palestine or Pakistan's. Only the star and the moon is yellow instead of white.
Huh.
Boring.
Who knew?
I don't know. It's like, wait a minute, aren't there two countries that have like the same flag? Isn't it like Ivory Coast and Ireland or something? I'm I'm fairly certain there is a country that has the same flag as another country. I mean, I think Ivory Coast and Republic of Ireland, I think it's the same, only the orange and the green are swapped.
Oh.
Oh God. Okay, and the man of the match is Kappa. There you go.
There you go.
Kappa.
Kappa.
This is the entertainment you guys see here. Yeah.
You don't get this kind of stuff. Yeah.
PewDiePie.
Talk about Masterath,
And by the way,
mate.
Togo have just beat the messed up flag, so there you go.
Oh, there you go.
So after the 5th fixture, we're a third of the way through here. Guinea-Bissau have not won a game yet. They are bottom with 0 points. The top 8 so far are Angola, Kenya, Togo, Sudan, Botswana, Swaziland, Zimbabwe, and in 8th place at the moment, the Big R.
Crazy.
Next up is Namibia versus Angola. Angola currently first. They're ahead by a point. Namibia 9th. So both teams need a big win here. And it's
Indeed.
a 1-0 win for Namibia.
Ooh, interesting. Fair
Angola
play.
lose their first game, but also let in their first goal.
That's crazy.
Rwanda next against Botswana. Botswana, by the way, the lowest ranked team that can actually still qualify. And they're in 6th right now. They're doing really well. And they've just beat the Big R.
No, fair play.
The Big R moved down to 9th. Malawi next against Guinea-Bissau. 2 teams at the bottom half. Actually, they are the 2 bottom teams. 14th and 15th so far. And it's a draw. No one's surprised.
No one's surprised. Just draws for days.
Yep. Kenya versus Mozambique is next. And it's a 2-0 win for Kenya. Kenya move up into first. It was only a matter of time.
Well, I was going to say, as we mentioned before, Kenya are probably the strongest team here, so.
Yeah, and finally they're starting to move in now to their element. Next up, it's the messed up flag, Central African Republic versus Sudan. Sudan currently in 5th, looking pretty good. Central African Republic currently 10th. But they are 3 behind the Big R, who just lost. So a win for Central African Republic here is very vital.
Yep, indeed.
And it's a draw.
Probably not good enough for the Central African Republic.
Yeah. Next up, it's Swaziland, currently 7th. They need to keep the movement going against Mauritania. It's a 3-2 victory for Mauritania.
Ooh, probably not good enough again. This is not ideal.
And Tanzania are, well, they buggered off home, so they forfeited. But they've now got Zimbabwe. So that's an extra 3 points there for Zimbabwe.
Good for them. Good for them.
Yes, indeed. So, but the most important thing is today's referee is Mr. O. Hust. Hust. Or is it like Robert Huth? Is it Hoost?
Maybe it's Hoost.
Hoost. It's like Scottish. Full Hust. Full Hust. I am Bray. Haggis. I don't know. Joe Hendry. I don't know.
Who knows? Who knows?
I think I do have Scottish watchers. They're not going to like that at all.
They're not going to, are they?
I take the piss out of the English. This game takes the piss out of the English.
Just by existing. Just by existing.
Oh, wow. And our man of the match was Mr. J. Vanion Pow.
Huh.
Vanian Pow. Vanian Pow. Great. Anyway, next up is Togo versus Madagascar in the last match of the 6th fixture. Togo looking pretty good right now. And they're looking even better. They are up in the joint first. With only 3 goals separating them from Kenya. A 1-0 victory over Madagascar. So yeah, Kenyan... I said Togo.
Yeah, you did too. You said Togo.
Yeah, Togo looking pretty strong right now. Next up is Angola. They need to start getting back into things. But they take on the best team in the world, the Big R.
Big R for me.
And it's a win for Angola. God damn it, Big R. Rwanda! You're losing your nickname privileges with me now.
They're no longer big anymore. They're just...
What, every time they lose, we just go, aww.
Aww.
There you go. Right, Botswana, a team that have actually done really well so far, I'd say, against Namibia. Botswana currently 4th.
Yeah, Botswana have been really strong.
Yeah. But a win for Namibia. They're powering through now, Namibia.
From nowhere.
Yeah, they needed that boot up the arse, and they've got it. And they're now into 4th. Guinea-Bissau are next up. They're against Mozambique. Oh, they're both at the bottom. Oh, no, who cares? It's a draw. No one's surprised. Right. I think the teams at the bottom have just given up and just decided, let's draw our games.
Yep, this is part of the bus for 90 minutes.
We will be the secondary and tertiary dud teams. Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. Yeah. Party. Boy. Bay. What do the millennials say nowadays? What do they say nowadays? Is that Inkwell's ran dry now?
Which Inkwell?
Of like millennials and stuff saying stupid things.
I have no idea. I just tend not to focus on it really.
Well, yeah, you did use Bay a lot when that was out.
Yeah, Bay's a good word, mate.
No, it's not. It's rubbish.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Unless you're talking about something close to water, then it's great. Or Michael Bay, then that's a grey area. But anyway, next up is Kenya versus Malawi.
I'm going to go with Kenya for this one. Obviously, Kenya's a strong team.
Yeah, 7-0. 7-0 Kenya.
Yeah.
Good result for Kenya there. Next up, Sudan. Looking pretty good right now against Mauritania, who would definitely be good with a win here.
Yeah, they won the last game.
But they've drawn this game.
Another draw.
Yep. Swaziland now versus the messed up flag. 3 points separate the two, so a win for Central African Republic really catapult them into a possible chance for us to see that bloody flag more.
Oh, God.
And it is actually a win for the Central African Republic.
Oh, dear.
They're up into 9th.
So they could end up sneaking in.
Yep, Madagascar are getting at 3 points here as well. They will take on Tanzania, who have already gone home. They've been sent home.
Yeah, they've been sent home
after the debacle. I mean, that psychic was right, I just want to say.
Yeah, the psychic knew that we were going to get this wall
wow.
clearly, so...
I've just seen the referee's name is Mr. J. Daniels.
Aww.
I wonder if the first name is Jack, by any chance.
Or Jeff.
No, well, obviously, no, it's Jack. It's obviously Jack.
Jack Daniels.
Yes. Yeah, Mr. J. Daniels, conveniently, he's actually from Tennessee, I think.
Oh, is he? Is he drunk?
Yes, he's actually given it a 3-0.
Oh, wow.
He literally just was drunk. Didn't ask the play. He literally barricaded the arena, the stadium, completely shut.
Crazy.
And then just drank on the kickoff spot, and then just went 3-0 win for the team I can't pronounce.
That one.
Yeah. So there you go. Yeah. So Madagascar get the 3-0 win. And our last match of the 7th fixture is Togo versus Zimbabwe. Togo looking pretty strong right now in 3rd. But it's a win for Zimbabwe, who move up to 3rd.
That's crazy. They've picked up again.
Yep. Yeah, so they're doing really good now, Zimbabwe. Yeah. So, fixture number 8, we're nearly halfway through. Once we get halfway through, well, obviously, you can see what's going on here. I'll give Sam an update on what's going on, because he can't see it at the moment.
I can't. I am literally just... I have a screen.
You're in disembodied floating voice right now.
Yep.
I think technically so am I, because people can't see me in this either.
True,
so there you go. Anyway, next up is Angola versus Sudan. Sudan, who were doing really well, have moved down into 7th.
Shame, really.
Angola in 2nd so far. And it's a draw. Kenya could pull away here. Right. This is an important match. It's Botswana, Swaziland. It's 7th versus 8th.
It's got to be well, who knows? Again, this league's been so close.
Yeah. It's a win for Botswana, who moved from 7th to 3rd. That's how close it is.
Crazy.
Yeah. Next up is Guinea-Bissau versus Tanzania. So that's going to be 3 points for Guinea-Bissau. Like it cares, because at the moment Guinea-Bissau are not looking very strong right now.
No, not at all.
There we go. So, and our referee, that's the most important thing. Oh, God, it's Jack Daniels again.
Not Jack Daniels, Jesus Christ.
Jack Daniels again. He's done the same thing. Tanzania are just getting screwed over by Jack Daniels right now.
I mean, we've all been there. Like, it's happened many a time to me.
It hasn't happened many times to me, because I actually don't get screwed over on, like, shots and shorts and stuff. It's too many pints that happen with me. I can take shorts and bombs easy, but...
Nah, mate, a bit too many Jack Daniels, a few too many bevs, it just all goes wrong, doesn't it?
Oh, God, the man of the match was actually Mr. M. Kappa again. Kappa.
Kappa.
Kappa. Kappa doing pretty well so far. Kappa. It's like Mbap, but you've got Kappa.
Mbappe.
Mbappe, yes. Mbaps.
Baps.
Baps. Kappa. Remind me sort of like Little Cribber's version of Bastian Misawa. Kappa.
He's a posh shithead.
Posh shithead!
Yeah, exactly. There you go, posh shithead.
Right, now it's time for the battle between the two teams that we thought, well, okay, the two teams that I thought, you only thought one of those teams, that would actually do really well here. It's Kenya versus Togo. It's a big match here.
Crazy stuff.
And it is a 1-0 win for Kenya.
There you go.
Kenya move 4 clear. And that has now been cut to 3 as Zimbabwe beat Malawi and move up into second.
Good result for them.
Yep, next up is Mozambique versus Madagascar. Two teams that are pretty out of it at this point. Well, Madagascar can still do it. They need to start winning games, though. They've lost to Mozambique.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear indeed. Namibia versus the Central African Republic is next. Central African Republic currently lying in 8th. Namibia in 7th. They're in that danger zone, and it's a win for Namibia.
Not ideal.
Yep. Next up, it is it's R versus Mauritania. Come on.
The small R.
Small R. It's a win for the big R. They're back, baby.
They're big. They've got big again.
Yeah, they're big again. They're big again. They took some Viagra. It's fine. Viagra. The big R. But yeah, they're up into 8th now. So they're doing pretty good. Angola versus Swaziland is next in fixture 9, but we'll go with this for the moment. So the top 8, Rwanda on 12, the big R. 7th is Sudan with 13. 6th is Togo with 15. 5th is Botswana with 16. 4th is Namibia with 16. Angola is 3rd with 17. Zimbabwe is 2nd with 18. And 1st with 21 is Kenya. Kenya's starting to move ahead.
They are indeed.
And it's going to be even more ahead because Angola have just lost to the Lemons.
Oh, dear.
Swaziland with the win and push the big R. No. Back in at 9th.
It's all gone a bit wrong, hasn't it?
Botswana now against Sudan. Two teams that are in the top 8 so far. And it's a 4-1 win for Botswana. Great performance.
That's crazy. Fair play to Botswana.
Yep. Togo versus Guinea-Bissau now. And it's a 3-1 win for Togo. They're not letting up either. And conveniently, Tanzania have got Kenya next. So Kenya, another 3 points for them on the board immediately.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who's the referee going to be, though, is what we're all worried. We're all wondering.
Indeed.
Oh, it's Kay Morton again.
Oh, dear.
Bloody Morton.
Flipping Morton.
Get old Morton. Bring back Jack Daniels. Have Vinnie Jones turn up to Kenya randomly. He's doing Ross Kemp's job for some reason. Anyway, so a 3-0 win for Kenya does put them, well, I'd say about as well as they were before, but Angola have lost some serious ground.
They really haven't. They really haven't. I think, who was it last time who was really high up and then just kind of fell way out towards the end?
Wasn't that like Myanmar?
I can't remember. Someone was really high up and then just fell on the wayside right at the end.
I think that might be Myanmar or Yemen, maybe, or Chinese Taipei, something like that.
Who knows?
Anyway, next up is Malawi versus Madagascar. Madagascar do need a win here. Malawi are bottom so far. If you don't count Tanzania, Malawi are bottom right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're not bottom anymore. It's a win for Malawi. They've woken up. 3-0 as well.
They've had a coffee.
Mozambique versus Zimbabwe.
Is that what your ex was called?
No. The name was Carrie. But anyway.
Carry on.
No. It's a 4-0 win for Zimbabwe anyway, so there you go. Zimbabwe looking pretty good right now. Namibia versus Mauritania. Mauritania are a bit behind right now. 5 points behind. But a win here? No, never mind. It's a win for Namibia.
Alright, they've gone away.
Yeah. Next up, it's... it's the messed up flag versus the big R!
This is what we've been waiting for.
I know! And it's a win for the messed up flag!
This is the R again.
4-1!
Wow.
No, they're little R now.
They just are.
Yep, and Angola are going to get some points here. They'll take on Tanzania next. And again, who's going to be the referee? Oh, that's all we care about now. That's all we care about. We don't care about what happened to Tanzania. They buggered off already. The referee is Mr. G. Penn. Yeah!
Oh, dear.
G. Penn. Is that a reference to anything?
I
feel like
idea.
V. Jones is a reference, obviously, to Vinny. And J. Daniels is a reference to Jack Daniels.
I don't know about anyone else.
G. Penn. See, if it was S. Penn, you could say it was Sean Penn. But G, no. Sean Penn's brother? I don't know. Anyway, moving onwards.
Moving on.
So, yeah, a good win for Angola there. Oh, wow, their actual man of the match was Neto. Not the goalkeeper, Neto.
Oh, as in the Valencia keeper.
Yeah, no. Not that Neto. He's Brazilian, isn't he?
He is Brazilian, yes.
Yeah, not Angolan.
Oh.
Anyway, next up is Botswana versus Togo. Unless Neto's been sort of living a second life as an Angolan player.
Who knew?
Who knew? Yes. Well, now we do. MI5, we've revealed another one of your secrets. Anyway, next up is Botswana versus Togo. Two teams that are in that top 8. Botswana are doing really well so far. Togo, they're kind of disappointing me so far. In 6th.
Yeah, Togo, you'd have thought would have done better, wouldn't you?
Well, it's a draw, so that's not going to help things for either team at the moment. But there is a gap that's starting to come along between 6th and 7th.
Which is good for them, I suppose.
Yep. Namibia are currently in 6th with 19. Sudan are 7th with 13.
Okay.
That's so now there's a lot of teams now vying for that 7th spot that will see them through. Sudan have Guinea-Bissau next. And it's a 2-0 win for Guinea-Bissau. That's a big problem for Sudan.
Yeah, Sudan are in trouble.
Can Swaziland...
Things are going pretty south very quickly.
Yeah, indeed. Yes.
That was good. That was good. Come on. Thank you for the clap.
You're here all week. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Technically on this channel, you're here for about 2 months, so there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Try the veal. The lobsters are exquisite. Just want to say.
I've never tried the lobster. I've never tried lobster before. I'm not a fan
Neither
of
have
fish.
I, to be honest. I just like saying about lobster.
I'm not a fan of fish.
Yeah. Oh, I like my cod every so often. I like my old fish and chips. Love it. Anyway, Anyway, we shouldn't be talking about fish. We should be talking about lemons here. Or, actually, this is the Shield rivalry right here. The Shield...
Oh, is it Kenya?
It's Kenya versus Swaziland here. It's the Shields.
The agents of Shield.
Yeah, it's the Shield. It's the old Shield derby between Swaziland and Kenya, and it only goes one way. Oh, jeez, it actually hasn't. It's gone for a draw.
Oh.
Fair play to Swaziland there.
They held on hard, didn't they?
Yeah, Central African Republic now against Malawi. Central African Republic currently in 9th. They still have a chance here. Due to Swaziland drawing and Sudan losing. They beat Malawi and go into 7th to the messed up flag.
Wow.
Mozambique are next against Mauritania. Both teams pretty much out of it, I'd say, at this point. I mean, they can still do it, but it's going to take a lot. Maybe a win for Mauritania will do it. They're right in it now.
They're back in the swing of things, aren't they?
They're back in contention for that old 7th spot, which is very much needed. Next up is Namibia versus Zimbabwe. 6th versus 2nd here. And Zimbabwe could gain ground on Kenya with a win.
They really could. They really could.
But it's a draw. Zimbabwe has slipped up as well.
The fucking draws.
And
There's been so many.
Madagascar win 2-0 against the small R.
The
There
little
you go.
R.
The little R, the small R. Poor guy. They're down to 10th. Remember they used to be the big R and they were doing amazingly well?
It's all got a bit downhill for them, hasn't it?
Yeah, I know, it's bad. Angola now against Togo. This is fixture 11, and yeah, it's 3rd versus 6th here.
I don't know which way this one's going to go.
It's a win for Angola. They're starting to power back.
Wow.
And Botswana, 3 more points for them. They've got Tanzania.
There you go.
So 3 up. So Botswana have done amazingly well, I'd say here.
From out of nowhere.
And look at that flag. That flag is gorgeous. There you go. And our referee is Mr. J. Martin.
Mr. Martin?
Jasper What?
Mr. Martin.
Mr. J. Martin. Jasper Martin. That's his
You reckon it's Jasper?
Jasper Martin, the principal of funk. So many little Creeper references so far.
It's very true. It's very true.
Posh shithead.
I like a good posh shithead, me.
He's fat! There you go. Scott Steiner. Scott Steiner! Why not? Scott Steiner is the king of YouTube. Speaking of we have Kappa. Man of the match again. This beast right here.
He's a monster, isn't he? Kappa.
Kappa. That beast right there.
What a Donny.
Next up, it is Guinea-Bissau versus Swaziland. Swaziland do need to keep piling on the pressure here. They've done pretty well with a draw at Kenya. And they do beat Guinea-Bissau.
Wow, there you go.
Next up is Kenya versus Sudan. Sudan need to win here. They really do need to win. But Kenya looking good. 2-1 win. They're still powering through. They're now 5 ahead of second.
So I think Kenya pretty much won this, haven't they?
Well, Zimbabwe and Namibia have still got a game to play.
True.
Mauritania versus Malawi next. No one really cares. It's a 1-1 draw. Mozambique now versus the messed up flag. This is a big important match for the Central African Republic. On the 11th fixture. 4 fixtures to go.
Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting very close, isn't it?
It's a win for Mozambique. The Lemons are stuck 7th so far.
Wow. They're surviving.
Yeah, Namibia, 5th place right now against Madagascar.
Big game this for both teams.
Yep, it's a 2-0 win for Namibia. Mozambique, they're not even in it. Namibia move up to 4th.
So Namibia are looking likely to qualify.
Yep, and Zimbabwe now have got Rwanda, and it's a 5-0 win for Zimbabwe. Jesus Christ, Rwanda, falling badly. I think that's 3 losses in a row for Rwanda.
They started so well, didn't they?
Yeah. So teams that have already qualified. No team has actually automatically qualified yet.
No, but it's likely that Kenya probably will.
Yeah, very certain. Zimbabwe have got Angola next.
This is a crunch match.
Yep. And it's a draw.
Oh.
There you go. It's a 1-1 draw. Botswana now have got Madagascar. Botswana can start moving in. And they do 4-0 win.
Wow.
Botswana. Next up is Guinea-Bissau versus current 8th place. The messed up flag. They need to start moving in. Central African Republic.
They do. Central African Republic it's a crucial win.
And they do with a 3-2 win.
There you go.
Mauritania now against Kenya. A win for Kenya puts them through, I think.
Pretty much.
It's a win for Mauritania! Where did that come from?
Mauritania?
Mauritania beat Kenya and are now only 4 points. They're 4 points away from qualifying.
Unbelievable. Against Kenya of all teams.
A win for Mauritania against Kenya. That's amazing.
Is that their first loss, Kenya?
No, it's a second.
Oh, second loss.
But still, that means that teams can start moving in. Zimbabwe are now 2 behind. Botswana 2 behind.
It's very close. Very close.
Sudan, who are currently 10th, versus Malawi, who are still bottom. They won that match, but they're still bottom, and they are still bottom with a 3-0 win for Sudan, who move into 9th. This is very close.
It's all suddenly spiced up, hasn't it? Right at the end.
Yeah, Swaziland now against Mozambique. And it's a draw. That's not good for Swaziland at all.
Not at all.
Yeah, Namibia are going to get some points here to keep them in contention here, to be in that sort of top 5. They've got Tanzania. Namibia's flag looks pretty cool as well. Shout out to Namibia.
Namibia's flag was nice, yes.
Shout out to Namibia. And our referee here is... Okay, it's not... What was it? K. Morgan last time? It's now Mr. D. Morgan.
Oh, well, it's a double Morgan.
It's a brother. His brother, Don Morgan.
Donnie Morgan.
Donnie Morgan. Miami, Africa. I don't know. Anyway. What?
Who knows? Who knows at this point?
You did say, like, at the start of this, that it's not this that they came to see. Oh, and by the way, our man of the match was Mr. S. Nujoma. So there we go. Nujoma.
Yep.
So that's a win for Namibia there. That puts them up into 4th. Very well played. Rwanda versus Togo. Important match for both teams here, especially Rwanda. It's a 2-0 win for Togo.
So Togo... Where are Togo now? Where are they up to?
They're in 6th at the moment.
So they've done enough, haven't they?
they've nearly done enough. We're going to the next fixture. So teams that are out of contention. Malawi.
Yes, for sure.
Out.
They're out of it.
Guinea-Bissau are also out, but any other team can still do it.
Pretty much. I mean, I'm sure there's only teams that can finish only 8th, but you never know.
Anyway, no. This includes going 7th. That's how close it is right now. With 3 games to go. Angola versus Madagascar.
Who knows?
It's a 5-0 win for Angola. They move back into 2nd.
Fair play to Angola. Fair play to Angola.
Yep. Botswana versus Zimbabwe are next.
Zimbabwe for me?
Yep. And I believe a win for Zimbabwe puts them through. Yeah. It's a win for Botswana!
Wow.
They beat Zimbabwe, and in fact, Botswana are the first team to qualify.
There you go. After all that.
Yeah, Kenya can join them. Actually, no. Yeah, Kenya can join them with a draw at least. But first it's Guinea-Bissau versus Mauritania. Well, Guinea-Bissau are out, but Mauritania are not. And they've had some great performances recently.
They have, yeah, you're right.
And they keep on the performances with a 2-0 win.
It's crazy.
Mauritania fighting back. They're joint 8th right now.
This is crazy.
They fought like right out of the blue.
They've come from nowhere.
Yeah, from nowhere Mauritania have come in. The big R, now the small R, are down in 12th.
They started so well, Rwanda.
Yeah. Kenya versus the Central African Republic. A draw at least puts Kenya through. It's a 4-0 win for Kenya. They have qualified.
Yeah, fair play. And Kenya, as predicted, probably one of the top teams in here.
Yeah.
You know, can't say more than that.
The problem with this now, though, is that the Central African Republic have lost their match, and they are 7th. Swaziland have Malawi, and they are a point behind in 8th. Swaziland with a 3-1 win puts them up into 7th.
Wow, this is so close.
It is very close. Sudan, Mozambique next. Sudan and Mozambique, both still in it at this point. Both still in it. It's a win for Sudan.
Sudan.
Sudan moving. Mozambique are out.
There you go, so they're gone.
Yep, Namibia versus Togo now. Both teams still not safe.
It's
a win for Togo.
Fair play to Togo, but yeah,
still not safe.
No, they're not. And
now it's actually going to be a win here for the Big R against Tanzania. And look at this flag, folks. Look at that! Look at that Big R! Right there, that Big R. And I've noticed that the Central African Republic hasn't turned up yet. Also, Mr. M. Taylor is our referee.
Oh.
Mike Taylor, Matt Taylor. Why can't it be D. Taylor be a reference to snooker?
Dennis
Taylor. Anyway, but yes, Tanzania. So Rwanda are going to get some points. I don't think that they can do... I don't think that's going to be enough for Rwanda.
No, I think they've just dropped too many points.
Yeah, I think that 3-match losing streak really cost them. Because they were looking pretty decent at one point.
Yep, not anymore.
They were looking pretty decent. And, oh, wow. And our man of the match is obviously Mr. Kappa. The beast himself. That's like 4 man of the matches he's got. And he hasn't even played anything. He's that cool.
What a guy.
All right, so we're into the 14th fixture. And the teams that have now qualified officially and will not be the dud team.
But Kenya?
Kenya and Botswana. That's it.
So everyone else is still in potential.
Yes, and the teams that are out of not being the dud team are Mozambique, Madagascar, Guinea-Bissau, Malawi. Actually, Rwanda are still in.
Wow.
Barely. They are hanging on by a thread.
But they need to start winning. They need to win literally every other game.
Yeah, but also they need results to go their way. It's seriously, it's that dire right now. It's that Eric Dyer. It's that bad.
Oh, dear me.
Anyway, Central African Republic versus Angola. And their last match, I believe, since we haven't seen them yet, is against Tanzania. So they've got a definite 3 points in the bag here.
So they pretty much qualified then, haven't they?
No, they're 9th.
Oh, they're not. Oh, they're looking all right, though, at least.
Yep. It's a win for Angola, who have qualified.
Fair play to Angola. We thought they were going to be one of the lower teams, but apparently not.
Yep, Angola qualify. Next up is Mauritania versus Botswana. Botswana, who've already qualified. Mauritania, who've done so well to get back in it.
Yep.
Oh, and it's a draw.
Will it be enough?
It depends on how other matches go. Guinea-Bissau versus Zimbabwe. I'm fairly certain Zimbabwe is going to qualify. Yep.
And they have qualified.
Yep, Zimbabwe qualify. So we have 4 teams that are qualified now. Kenya, Madagascar. Kenya's already qualified. And they show off now with a 9-0 win.
Has that pretty much won them the league yet? Or?
Yes, that has won them. Yeah, that has won them that's won them the preliminary league.
Fair play to Kenya, and obviously the last couple of times the winner of the preliminary league hasn't gone through.
Yep, Malawi versus Tanzania. This match is a complete throwaway. Because both teams are pretty much mired at the bottom. So it doesn't matter for them. It's...
For pride.
Oh god, our referee is An Indy.
Oh.
A-N Indy. There you go, alright.
There you go.
A-N Indy. Oh, please tell me that's not a reference to Indians.
An Indian.
Because if you say An Indy, it just becomes Indian, doesn't it?
Yep, very much so.
You racist bastards!
How rude. The Global Trophy.
Who made this game? 360. 3DO. Oh, no surprise. Didn't they make Plumbers Don't Wear Ties?
I don't know.
They did, and that was one of the shittest games. I'm face on 3DO made that.
I can't remember.
Anyway, next up is Mozambique versus Togo. It's a 3-0 victory for Togo, and Togo have qualified. They are the 5th team to qualify.
There you go, so they're through as well.
Yep, they are through. Namibia versus Sudan. A win for Namibia here puts them through. It's a draw.
Again, not quite enough.
Oh, yeah. No, hang on. No, Namibia are through.
Namibia are through.
Yep, next up, Swaziland versus Rwanda. Oh, God. If Swaziland win, it's over immediately, and we've got our top 7.
There you go.
It's a draw, which
It's
means
not
that the Big R have gone.
Goodbye to Rwanda.
Rwanda, Mozambique, they're gone. Namibia have qualified, so it's between Swaziland, Sudan, Mauritania, and the Central African Republic for that final spot. And we know the Central African Republic is going to get a win.
We do. So
But, at this point, the win will not be enough for them. They need for Swaziland to lose. Final fixture.
Place.
Final fixture. Mauritania versus Angola. Mauritania currently on 19 points. They need to beat Angola here, or they're out. They're out. It's a win for Angola. Mauritania fall.
There you go. So Mauritania, who had a really good run towards the end.
Yeah, just not good enough. So now we have we have 2 places in the qualifiers. 1 dud team place. 3 teams left. One of them is the Central African Republic. Oh wait, they got Botswana.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, so Central African Republic are out as well. So it's
there you
Sudan or Swaziland. One goes through, one gets the dud team spot.
That's crazy.
Unless Sudan lose 10-0, then Central African Republic take that spot. Guinea-Bissau versus Madagascar. Not really important matches since both teams are out. It's actually a win for Guinea-Bissau.
After all that.
Zimbabwe versus Kenya. It's a win for Zimbabwe. This is going to be a bit closer than I thought. There you go. Malawi versus Togo. It's a win for Togo, but only 1-0. Mozambique versus Tanzania. Why do I feel like they're against each other? Why do I feel like Swaziland's got Sudan?
Imagine that. A playoff for the final spot.
Yeah, to pretty much finish it off. I feel like that's the case. Unless...
That's crazy.
Yeah. Jeez. Right, and for the last time in this video, our referee is... Oh, it's G Pen again. Ugh.
There you go.
Bloody Pen. Oh, that's what happened. So Tanzania turned up for the last game.
Oh.
But actually what happened is that they took the piss out of the referee's name. So we actually just gave 3 pens to Mozambique.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's what happened, I know. He's such a salty bastard, isn't he? G Pen.
He is indeed.
He's a knobhead. He's a posh shithead.
Posh you did.
And our man of the match is Mr. Chisano. Are you sure that the game makers just had an alcohol obsession or something?
I think they might.
We've had Jay Daniels, now we have Chinzano. Really?
Chinsano.
We got Chisano. Like, isn't it Cinzano or whatever? Isn't that like sort of like a wine or something?
It's like martini.
Oh, there you go. Oh no, they're not against each other. Namibia have got Swaziland.
Oh, there you go. So this is a big match then for Swaziland.
Yep. A win for Swaziland puts them through. A draw makes it a lot more difficult. It means Sudan need to win. It's a draw. Oh,
so it's all on Swaziland. Then Swaziland can sneak it at the death.
Yeah, well, they're in 7th place right now. They're looking good. Sudan, they need to win this, and they've got the big R.
This is a big moment for the big R.
It's a win for Sudan.
Oh,
Sudan, in the last match, snatch away that 7th spot. Swaziland are going to be the dud team for the African qualifiers. So, in 15th place with 10 points is Malawi.
Yeah.
In 11th place, sorry, not 11th, in 14th place with 11 points is Madagascar. In 13th place with 11 points is Guinea-Bissau. In 12th place with 15 points is Mozambique. In 11th place with 16 points is Rwanda.
Didn't quite go to plan, did it, for Rwanda.
10th place with 19 is Mauritania. Decent performance from them, I've got to say. 9th place with 20 points is the Central African Republic. 8th, that will be the dud team with 23 is Swaziland. Scraping through in 7th with 23 points as well is Sudan. It was 5 goals between them, by the way.
So after all that, Sudan snuck it. I can't believe it.
Yeah, they snuck in and just took it. 6th with 28 is Namibia. 5th with 31 is Togo. 4th with 31 is Togo again. No, it's Botswana.
Botswana had a really strong run, didn't they?
Yeah, very good. 3rd with 32 is Zimbabwe.
Not bad.
2nd with 33 is Angola.
Considering we thought they were going to finish bottom, not bad.
Very good performance. And top with 34, we may have known it was going to be Kenya, but it was a lot closer than we thought it would be.
Yeah,
1 point in it.
Dominate. Yeah, we thought we were going to dominate.
Yeah, no, 1 point in it. But Kenya are the winners of the preliminaries, which means absolutely bugger all. But they have qualified alongside 7 other teams, and, well, one of them is a dud team, sadly. Sorry, Swaziland. But yeah, so Kenya, Angola, Zimbabwe, Botswana, Togo, Namibia, Sudan, and Swaziland have qualified for the Global Trophy 2019 African Qualifiers.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the African Qualifiers. You know, it should be very exciting. It should be very exciting indeed.
Yeah, it should be very interesting. It should be very interesting altogether to see how these teams will go against each other, especially with some of the better, like Morocco and Ghana and Nigeria and Cameroon. Yeah, that's a lot of really good teams that they're going to go up against.
Big names indeed. You know, it's very exciting. Very exciting to see.
It's going to be very interesting to see how that goes. And I believe we will see you next week for the Africa section next. Yes, it is.
No, South America.
Oh, sorry, yes. Oh, we already did the African section.
We've literally just done it.
Anyway, so yes, we will be doing the American section next, where we might as well stop calling it the American section and call it the North American section, because all the South American teams are through already.
There you go.
So it really is it's the South Americans pretty much. Well, it's the North Americans, because all the South Americans have qualified. In fact, the lowest team from South America is Venezuela, and they finished. They were the 12th team to go through.
So there you go. So it's not exactly bad, is it really?
Yeah, and also we do have a team that will definitely be going through immediately, and they're not on this game. They're going to be represented by a certain team.
Oh, well, I'm very excited to see that.
Yes. So we'll see you next week for the Americas Preliminary Leagues for the Americas Qualifiers. Which of these North American teams will go through? Because the South American ones are already through, because they're bloody great.
They are all good. In fairness, you know, this is probably the most competitive one to get into.
It is, yeah. So yeah, and we will be including teams like Guatemala, Dominican Republic, Suriname, Barbados, Belize, St. Lucia, Grenada, Puerto Rico, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dominica, Bermuda, Cuba, Guyana, Aruba, the US Virgin Islands, and the place where everyone puts their money. Who is the dud team? The Cayman Islands.
Ah, there you go.
So we'll see.
Anyway, we'll see you for that next week.
Yep, next week, the American Preliminary Leagues. And then the week after that, the European Qualifiers. We're finally there. And a new year.
Indeed. 2019 is looking pretty bright, isn't it?
Yeah, it's looking pretty good so far. We've got some very interesting teams in there. So, happy Christmas, folks. Kind of. Christmas has already gone by, I think, at this point. So, happy New Year for then. And we'll see you in the new year. We'll see you in 2019. Well, actually, no. No, it is Christmas. It is Christmas coming up.
Yeah, it is there.
Yeah, so, okay, happy Christmas. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Bye-bye.